Hello and welcome to Never a Foul. The Champions League is back, and Mons is not in it, so it's all right. It's okay.
Oh,
you know what?
Yeah, it's been another episode of Big Advance. We'll see you in the next episode.
I was about to say, yeah, and welcome to the show, Mons. Jesus, I mean, listen, he's a friend of the channel, but Mo, god damn, remind me never to come round your house, like.
Bro, Daps, he didn't even give me 30 seconds.
Well, that was like the first time my mum met Cass. She said, "Oh, so you're going to do the mow the lawn, are you?" That was one of them ones. Like,
just stay up. It's mad.
Anyway, so City play. I bet, to be honest, it was just a one-sided game. They fall behind, come back from behind. Alvarez levels. To be honest, the finish of the first goal was absolutely phenomenal.
Are you just trying to wrap this show up in 30 seconds?
Probably. Yeah. So we can speak about Europa League. I thought that's why we invited Mons. Wow. No?
Hi, Mons.
No?
This man gets to one. He gets to one Champions League final in the last how many years, and he's on his chest.
One? Okay.
When's the last Champions League final before
2010, and we won a treble, bro.
30.
Something that your club has never done. Never done.
That treble
at your highest point in your history of football, your biggest club in England.
No. It's fine. I won the treble of my own.
Can I ask you another question? Have you ever had a player to win Ballon d'Or at your club?
Yes, Michael Owen.
Was he playing at your club?
Nice. Yeah, nice try though. Yeah, nice
try. Almost got him.
We nearly got him, guys.
Almost got him. Okay, fair enough.
Does anyone know about Conkers? No, Conkers?
You still
second time I hear about this.
I'm keeping them. No, listen. Welcome to Never a Foul, people. It is Tuesday evening. We are going to talk about the Champions League games today, and we're going to obviously chop it up about the games tomorrow. And we will, yes, Mons is here, so we're going to chop it up about Thursday. There's no shade in that. I'm just saying.
Let's not.
No? All right, we won't chop it up about Thursday.
Why?
No?
Why? But people, there's 200 people already here. Hit that like button for us, please. If you're here already, we're here for a good show, good laugh, and also analyzing the game, see how City played. 57 attacks in one half, something I've never seen in my life, and then fall 1-0 behind for a strange goal that I thought it was offside.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't. And then after that, it wasn't, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't offside. Definitely not.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? But I think that is, I said to Cass at half time, that is something where Pep needs to be saying to them, like, boys, don't get complacent. Don't get complacent. And, like, because if this was if this was the knockout stages, I know it isn't, but, you know, don't get complacent. It is what it is. I mean, at no point was I thinking, oh shit, we're going to lose this and we're going out the Champions League or anything like that. But it was just like, that is what can happen. You can have all the possession. If you don't eat the food that is on the plate in front of you, then... But overall, I'm very happy with the performance. I like the look of Nunes. I think Nunes looked really good. Very comfortable on the ball, carrying the ball. Doku came on, and again, Doku was absolutely cooking when he came on. Haaland, you know what? Haaland just had one of those games. Like, he should have finished a few of them. Looked more frustrated at himself than any of us would be. But, do you know, the person in the game for me, again, was Alvarez, man. I'll be honest, the back end of last season and maybe a little bit in pre-season, I was a little bit frustrated with Alvarez. But if you think how many games he's played since he moved to City, and in fact, before he moved to City, he's played a lot of games, but this season so far, Alvarez is absolutely cooking, man. Like, him and Foden in those pockets and running the channels behind Haaland, because both of them can turn on the ball so well. You play a ball into their feet, they're turned and gone within seconds. And I think Alvarez was unbelievable today for me. He's just that nippy Argentinian that defenders don't think he's going to get there. And they're like, where the hell's he come from? And he's so, like... not selfish. The opposite. What's the opposite? Selfish. selfless. That he's looking for his strike partner all the time. It's just, and I guess in the World Cup he did similar with Messi, didn't he? That it was, he was happy to play the second fiddle to Messi. So yeah, I think Alvarez looked unreal tonight. Easy first game, man. Easy first game.
Do you think this group is gonna give City confidence? You don't lack any confidence, or do you think playing easy teams is not something great, like very easy?
Mo, in previous seasons, you could say that City in the Champions League needed to use the group stages to get confidence. It's not that anymore, bro.
Okay.
Like, you have to, and even at times in the second half, you could see we were taking it very slowly. This is what I've been saying about Arsenal. As long as Arsenal keep getting those 3 points, it don't matter how they win it, because the season is long, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's points at the second half as well where Belgrade started flying into tackles a bit much, and it's just like, don't get involved in that, like, because all of a sudden you're out for 3, 4, 5 months. So yeah, we don't need confidence. We don't need to play our group games to get confidence at all. Not in the Champions
So what about
League,
the level? Do you think playing weaker teams in the group stage kind of, how it is in football, you kind of like get
complacent? Not. But I hear it, but look, if we get complacent to a point where we're second in the group stages, absolutely. But like, we know what the levels of the Champions League are. This is the one thing I will say, like, we know what the levels are. If you do not understand what the levels of the Champions League are when you get to the knockout stages, you are not winning it, right? You have to understand. I always say the teams like any team that has heritage in the Champions League, you want them knocked out in the group stages, because if you don't, they will come back and haunt you, because it's come on, you don't need to be told about the quality of the Champions League. If you come into the Champions League thinking it's not quality, you're not going to win it. It's that simple. So we know that. We don't need this for anything but get the points and keep it moving.
So Monza, are City favourites by far in this Champions League or not?
Probably, I'd say so. I even the title of my video is, "Can City go invincible again in the Champions League?" Because they seem to have this. I think it's 19 wins on the bounce at the Etihad in the Champions League.
27 games unbeaten at the Etihad.
And 27 unbeaten, and it's 19 straight wins. Now I think that was the 19th straight win.
Yeah, that was the 19th. Yeah.
And their group isn't anything to really shout about. So I think the only teams that I think cause City real trouble is probably Barcelona. Maybe, and even they're still a bit fragile going the other way. They're still fragile defensively. But going forward, Barcelona look good though.
Yeah, they will. And they got Lewandowski. He's a proven goal scorer. I think that's the thing with the Champions League when I look at it.
It's cup football. So
yeah, and when I look at the Champions League to City, in previous years, there's been this thing that, they always slip up in the knockout stages. We've proven we can get over that now, right? So that shouldn't haunt us anymore because we've done that. That then there's teams in the Champions League that, like, Real Madrid, we had PTSD over going to the Bernabeu and what happened there. We overcame that last season. Bayern Munich, we went and beat them, right? The other one, being completely honest with you, the other team I just don't ever want to face in Europe is Liverpool, because Liverpool have 6 Champions Leagues, and when we face them in the knockout stages, they beat us home and away, right? So, but Liverpool aren't in the Champions League this season. So then I'm looking at, okay, what dark horses? And there's one that, PSG, maybe with the front 3 that might be more fluid than previous seasons, maybe, but we've played PSG so many times and beat them convincingly that I don't think so. And then the other one, is, do you know what? If Barcelona start cooking, could they bring something that, like, nullifies us? But at the Etihad, bro, I'll be honest with you, it's one of them ones now where second leg at the Etihad in the knockout stages, I'm backing us every single day of the week to go through. So I'm not going to say that the Champions League is going to be a walk in the park, because it most definitely is not. But for me, I've said it, I want the 4P and I want to retain the Champions League. They're the 2 things that I care about this season.
What are you saying, guys? You're silent.
I'm sorting out things in the back.
Okay. But anyway, people in the chat, let me know. It's a yes or no question. Can City retain the Champions League? Can they do that? I know you see.
Easy. You know what it is,
I'm asking the people in the chat.
Yeah, I know, but I'm the chat right now. I feel like I'm a part of them since they haven't heard me yet. I look at around. So this is the whole question around the Champions League, right? I just can't put another name other than City. I don't care about Real Madrid's heritage shit all the time. Like it goes so far. When you got Hoslu up front, I'm not. Nah. Like you know what I mean? I don't believe in Real Madrid's defense either, and Kepa in goal. Like, and it hurts to say, like, I don't know what Bayern Munich's going to be capable of under a Tuchel. I think he ends up getting sacked. Anyways, I think Hansi Flick goes back in, and then we can have another conversation. PSG, they got a new squad coming on. They need to click first. Luis Enrique's system takes some time.
And they have to overcome the whole thing of them in the Champions League as well.
Yeah,
you got to remember that it's a bigger pressure on. I think it's been who had the bigger pressure, PSG or City, for the last few years anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised if Inter Milan get to another final, bro. I really wouldn't be too surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised based on the levels we started and how deep the squad
Yeah,
is.
it's easy to say now. You can change it in the next 5 games. You go to shit. But to be fair,
we can come second, face City, and then
you got rid of Pavard. You got rid of Onana. Don't get me wrong, but Pavard adds to your build-up plays massively in that back three, and Traore flipping out. It's like
man rating Pavard now.
You know what? No, but for that league and Champions League, I can rate it. For the Premier
League, right center back,
it.
yes, because he's not playing right back. He's not playing center back. That's the thing. Like he actually that rule. He actually said he wants to do right center back.
I think you're very underrated. I think.
No, you can still do right back. You just have to be a team that dominates the ball supremely well. So he doesn't have to do too much going the other way. And he's got like maybe if he inverts, they have to have another maybe a DM. Like
we don't invert, but we don't play that. We play 3 in the back, 2 wing.
I hear what you're saying, Mo. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, you're saying that if he would have moved to Man United, he would have inverted from that right back position to the midfield.
You know, more look at it. The more I look at it, we probably could have done with Pavard, bro. Like if he was done with right back, like you know what I mean. Like I underrated the whole system thing.
Did you see Fabrizio's interview about Pavard? He wanted to move to Man United. He agreed everything with Man United. They just didn't want to pay the money. Maguire stopped it.
Yeah, Maguire.
Because they didn't want to pay Maguire the 7 million, and Pavard would have been a Man United player.
Yeah. You know what the difference now is as well, man? See, watching that City game, and we're going to talk about Newcastle as well and how sustainable it is. And even for Eddie Howe, like, don't get me wrong, something needs to change for Newcastle. But this is about just back to the City part. See Jeremy Doku, bro.
Yeah.
He changed the whole game.
Yeah, he did.
The whole game. I remember he came on for 3 minutes. Don't get me wrong, City could have been about 3-4-0 up. Like Haaland could have got 2 goals. Foden, blank. Julian Alvarez, maybe Rodri, maybe from that if he kite in, like they could have been 4-0. But see Doku, bro. Imagine that left back, yeah. Bernardo Silva comes off. He's having a decent time there, and then Jeremy Doku comes on. He's like, oh shit! Like
no, that was on the right. So the left back. Yeah.
This man is
within minutes he was, and then on the second half, when Gomez came off and he switched to the left, it was even. And the good thing is with Doku that I was loving to see. There was little moments like I'm not gonna lie, in the dying seconds or dying minutes when he chased back and won the ball back like that from a winger. That's the type of thing that Pep will see and think, I like that. Another thing is he picked up the ball with about 2 minutes to go, made a beautiful run, skinned a defender, but then was very calm on the ball. Didn't go.
I was going to say that.
It was like, nope.
He looked more calculated than last game, which is very like, how can someone improve within 3 days? What is this?
The other thing is the way he was linking up with Nunes. Like when those two have just arrived together, and the way they were linking up, playing little 1-2s and that, it was like, how are they moving so fluid so quickly? But I'll be real. It's just one of them ones where sometimes, I said this the other day, sometimes when you're a possession-based team like City and Arsenal, and it's very sometimes the same, to have a player come on as a fan, you rate it. You rate it. And it's good to see that Pep is kind of also saying it's nice to have a winger that is an old school winger. And it's almost like Pep is embracing it. And it's like, yeah, leave it like that, because this is lifting us a bit where, you know, in games where it's very, I don't want to say lethargic, but just, you know, keep the same thing. To have him on and come and run at players was. We have to be real though. Listen, it was Red Star Belgrade, and I'm not going to lie. Yeah, they're definitely better than Everton, but their retention was about as good as Everton's against Arsenal at the weekend. It was piss poor. And their keeper, 1 minute their keeper was looking like a worldie, next minute their keeper was looking like he wasn't a goalkeeper. So
Yeah,
what it is, man.
the team looked like they had no
Yeah,
business of being in
his
the
first half
Champions League.
performance was nuts, though.
Yeah, but then
No.
a couple in the
Yeah,
second
then-
half was like, what's
yeah.
going on? Bro, some of his
Howard.
saves, there was one he made where he got down. I think it was actually the one we were speaking about before, Mo, where he should have actually
Yeah.
caught the ball. He got down low and made a really bad save, but then his second save was unbelievable while he
The
was
reaction
on
on
the ground.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland couldn't believe that he didn't score because the goalkeeper was on the ground. But anyway, Haaland had one of these days. Finishing is absolutely like strange. That header he hit the post. There is an easy chance. Should have finished.
Yeah, it
that,
was.
to
It
be
was.
honest.
It was.
Should have finished that.
There's a few that for him. Yeah, it's just, you know what, bro? It's one of them things where players have games where they don't they don't score, and people say about but if he's not scoring, he should get more involved in the goal. But the commentary
He had an assist.
he had an assist, and also there was one moment where I think it was for City's first potentially where just his little bit of movement left space for someone else. And it is, look, I said it last season. I know from someone that's been around the training ground. In training, apparently sometimes Haaland expresses, shall I drop deep? And Pep says, no. You stay put. You do what you're doing, because you being there is holding players exactly where they are. You come into midfield, you're bringing players into midfield. Don't do that. So it's what it is, man.
Can we stop? Also, can we stop comparing Declan Rice to Rodri now, please? Can we stop doing that now?
Who's doing that, Bo? I don't think anyone on this channel's doing it.
What?
No, but just there's Arsenal fans. There's Arsenal fans there.
Don't do that yet, once. You can't do that yet, once, because if Declan Rice scores against PSV tomorrow, they're gonna be saying he can do it. Let's say he does a curler. They're gonna, you know what's gonna happen.
He's done it in finals to win them the final, bro.
Bro, this is not me saying he is Rodri. You know, I think Rodri's the best player in the world, bro. But I'm just saying to you now, you know exactly what's gonna happen, yeah. If he does score, if he does go score against PSV, imagine he goes back to hat trick. Oh my word.
But it's what, you know what it is? There was a few times during the game today where even the commentators were trying to compare certain players. And it's like, why are you instantly trying to compare players? Look, the whole Rice thing, is like, for me, I'm even saying, I saw in a group chat earlier about if when Rodri leaves City, could he be the best CDM the Premier League's ever seen? And I'm just like, how about you let him finish his career at City? We don't even know how long he's going to stay at City, Like, the way he's performing, if he keeps performing like this, it's more than a conversation.
27? Is he only like 27?
Yeah, he's not that old yet, bro. He's got years
ahead.
ahead.
Rice like 24. They're like 3 years apart in age. Why do people?
But the whole thing is, Rice has had 6 games at Arsenal. Like, let him cook, man. He's cooking. Let him cook. Let's not do the comparison.
It is a let him cook thing, but I'm saying that why do people act like Rodri's 34 and flipping Rice is 21? Like, do you know what I'm saying? They're 3 years apart in age. Like, come on, man. Like, all I'm saying is that after seeing what Rodri done today, like, and I can see the Arsenal fans in the comments getting butthurt and, getting annoyed and doing that.
But are they? Or actually thinking, why have you brought it up?
No. They're saying, bro, because I've heard multiple times, obviously, when Rice does something well, he gets compared to Rodri. So now that Rodri's done something well, why can't I bring up Rice?
He does something well every week.
No, but you know what I mean. No, but that's you know what I mean. You know what I mean. That was an exceptional goal.
You know what?
Goal that he scored today.
You know what I mean. Worse. If Rodri, did you see how far out when Rodri done that curl? He's got that curler thing on, brother. Like it was on the screen.
Well, I thought he was going out for throw in almost. The next minute, curling.
On screen, right? Yeah. It doesn't look like it's anywhere near the goal. When you watch the actual camera replay, brother, it's skimming the post. Hey, this one down here's got nightmares, bro. Like, it is what it is, fam. Like, Rodri,
you know what?
how can you not think this guy is not the best player in the world? This guy is ridiculous.
But you know what? My message to City fans would be, like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, wait till the end of the season, and we can be confident with who we are, and it doesn't matter about all these comparisons and whatever else. Like, listen, the biggest shout Declan Rice can have to start being put in comparisons with Rodri, is to be the difference this season for Arsenal and to take them over the line in the league, in the Champions League, wherever.
Winning a major.
That's so let him cook, let him have a great season. And then if he does something like that, that's the biggest thing he can do. Because ultimately, if he comes in and Arsenal still finish second, it's like,
why are you doing that, Mons? Why did you do that? Mons, why did you do that? Why are you talking about Rice when we're talking about Rodri in the Champions League? Why did you have to bring up Rice?
It's on his mind.
Why didn't you just talk about how good Rodri is without slandering freaking Declan Rice?
Well, that wouldn't be good content, would it? That would be poor content.
Hold
so much hate in the way he talked about Declan Rice that he doesn't like. That you don't like that Rice did well against Everton. That you had to bring it up now. You didn't like it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't because you didn't have a DM.
No.
Did you?
6 games into the listen. Maybe I like chaos. Mo.
I was cooking, bro.
You know what? Cat, sorry, bro, but we're going down here now. Let these two.
I understand that people feel like I'm just starting something, and yes, I do like chaos. I love the chaos. However, as I said, maybe people didn't hear me the first time, so let me say it one more time. When Rice has put in good performances or has done something well, I'm already hearing he's better than Casemiro, and I'm seeing comparisons to Rodri.
That's good.
So
that's good.
What do you mean?
Rodri, because Rodri is that you don't because you don't like it because
games. Okay, it's been 6 games.
Okay, let me because Rodri is the benchmark, so it's good that Arsenal fans are saying. He is like Rodri. We like it. But you don't like that. You don't want an Arsenal player to be compared to Rodri. Why?
No, really.
Only one club can have players compared to Man City, which is the mighty Liverpool. Because we went head-to-head against them. Exactly what it is. You don't like it.
I told you it was going to happen this season. I told you it was going to happen.
This has got nothing to do with I knew you was going to. All I'm saying is, as I said, when I'm hearing comparisons to Rodri, which I think is, I don't think that's justified. I don't.
Neither do I. But bro,
as early as it is, do you know what it is? Even if it was a season, at least I can go. All right, I can see the hype. But after 6 games. That's a madness to me, for one. When he was never being mentioned in conversations before he put on an Arsenal shirt, and this isn't me slandering. This is called the truth, by the way. This is just the truth. So now that Rodri has done something for me, where I looked at that goal and I thought, again, that is exceptional. Yes, it's against Red Star, but that was an exceptional goal that he's gone and scored. So I said, you know what? Can we stop doing the whole comparison thing now? Like, just look at what a man's doing effortlessly every game. Please, let's just stop.
Imagine how I felt when you were comparing Fabinho to Fernandinho for all them years.
I don't know what you're talking about there, mate. How about this? It wasn't after Fabinho put a shirt on 6 times to Liverpool, so that's not the same situation.
Valid point, but still, you hear
see what I'm saying? There's a difference in shamelessness.
The age thing was also mad though as well. To be fair, the age difference.
Yeah, bro. Fernandinho was coming to the end of his career. Do you know what I'm saying?
And still cooking, mad.
Yeah, he had the one off season, but he has to play centre back and that. But yeah.
So the reason why, Mons, people are comparing Rice to Rodri, because now Rice plays for Arsenal Football Club, who is a position-based team. Arteta is the student of Pep Guardiola, tries to play the system.
Now you're throwing shade on them as well with that student comment.
No. This is reality. Pep says that Arteta learned from him, and Arteta isn't shy about saying that he worked under him. Like it's the Spanish school. Pep Guardiola introduced something new. I don't think that's anything bad. If Ancelotti is a student of Arrigo Sacchi, that's not bad. You know what I mean?
Like Pep is a student of Johan Cruyff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing bad about a coach to be learned from somebody. But anyway, long story short, it's a position. I'm not. I'm just responding.
Daniel was a coach of Mr. Miyagi as well. So
I get it. Responding to that. But back to the Rice thing, position-based team that challenged City last year. He is playing the DM now. He's controlling the ball. He is moving quick. So they have to compare him to the best DM that's out there, which is Rodri. Who else? Are they going to compare him to who? Lewis Cook? Do you want them to compare him to Lewis Cook or what? They have to compare him to the best DM.
No, Mo. They don't have to compare him to the best DM out there because it's been 6 fucking games. You don't compare them to the best after 6 fucking games, bro. You don't do that.
So Arsenal fans, don't celebrate your player. Don't celebrate anything. Just What are you asking
No,
them?
Do you know,
They have to
I'll
be
be real. I
doing
need
that.
to watch more of
No,
Declan
you
Rice.
can celebrate your player about comparing them to the best in their position after 6 games.
Do
Why
you
is
know
that
what?
crazy, man?
Do you know what I would say? I would say, and I need
Same
to
as
be
your
fair.
fan base.
Okay.
Sorry, Daps. I'm sorry. I apologize, Daps. Same as
Carry on.
some of your fan base, you know who, comparing freaking Szoboszlai to Gerrard.
And that's the
6 games.
stupidest shit. And again, that's the stupidest shit I've ever
But
heard
that's
as
how.
well.
But that's how
It's
football.
stupid.
That's how fans
stupid.
work. That's how fans work.
No,
We had
that's a
to
cop-out.
Ram. We
No,
had
that's a
to Ram
cop-out.
scoring
Our
one
fans
goal
are-
while
guys that say
comparing him
that-
to Samuel
You're right,
Eto'o.
Cass.
The guys who say that are
Yeah.
stupid. And the guys who are saying comparing Rice to Rodri are
I'm arguing
also stupid. Two sets of fans can both be dumb for comparing someone to the best of the best after 6 games. 100%.
Do you know what I was going to say? What I was going to say is I guess I need to watch a bit more of Declan Rice, to be fair, to see and if he is even comparable to Rodri as far as if they play.
No, he is that. He is. He's comparable. He's
So-
comparable and it's fine and it's normal.
No. What I mean is he doing the same thing with the tempo, the recycling, and all of that? Like, I haven't watched enough of Rice to even do the
He's doing all
comparison.
that and more. He's doing all that and more.
So, man, like I said,
Anyway.
end of the season, when there's a season and we see if he's come in. Look, I think I said this to a West Ham fan the other day as well after the game, that I think he does seem like the type of player that definitely could make a difference. I don't believe he's going to make a difference enough for them to win the league, but I do think he can make a difference. I think Declan Rice is a good player. You know what? Let the comparisons happen in it, because I couldn't give a shit about him, to be frank with you.
Okay, Hybrid Ultra is saying hurt pool fans comparing Szoboszlai to Gerrard. So what?
And
And
so
Mons-
to say
Mons
again,
just
if
answer
you're
that.
if you are comparing Szoboszlai to Steven Gerrard, you are an imbecile, asinine, stupid, just all the words you can think of. So
Well, next minute,
I don't get
next
it.
minute, they'll take it to another level and compare him to your best captain of all time, Jordan Henderson. Imagine that.
All right, man. Listen.
Okay,
listen.
German
If people are saying he
chicken.
can replace, go on. Sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead. If you're going to talk about the other one, yeah, go ahead.
No,
Before we
go
move on.
on. No, it's a super chat, bro.
German Chicken Wing is saying 105 million pounds, Joey Barton. Oh, come on. Just don't do that. Come on. This is absolutely. What is this super chat? Are you serious? You're comparing Joey Barton to Declan Rice. Like, what is this?
Oh, the great Declan Rice. Yeah, the great.
Some might say that Joey Barton
Great,
kind of helped City win the Premier League. So, you know.
Oh, Clinton Mark, Rice will always get compared to Rodri because Rodri is the bar. Thank you so much.
There's no harm with
As
being
an
the bar,
Arsenal fan, we want Rice to get to Rodri's level. I think he is second best. ITW. What is ITW?
Based on this
In the world,
season.
in the world,
Based on
in the
this
world,
season.
In the
I mean,
world. He's the best in the world.
No, second best in the world.
Best in the world.
Second best in the world.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Clinton. You're out. You're done.
No, second best
You're
TM in
done.
the world.
You're done. You're done. It's done. There are people ahead of him.
No,
There are
he's
people
already
ahead
better
of
than
him.
Casemiro. He's already better than Casemiro.
Yeah, but it's not only the Premier League. There are people ahead of him. So come on.
Man said Casemiro, like, brother, because one's had a couple decent performances at the start. Let's just wait, bro.
Skip him, Cat. This is Cat. Cat is awake now.
Podcast. You
Guys,
had
you know what I'm talking about. Man, I'm already saying he's better than Casemiro.
I know, but let's just. Casemiro started very poor. Bryce is more on form. This is like when people were
Bryce
claiming.
started really well, man.
This is like, yeah, when Delo was on mad form, yeah. Remember, this is why I remember key words for me was on form. But some were saying he was the best right back in the world, bro. Like, as in, no, right now he's going into that.
On form more this key. Yeah, I like
It's
that.
a key word. It is of a key. It is a key word. But
unless you are consistent for like 2, 3, 4
but
seasons.
right now, I can't lie though. If someone was gonna say that Rice is looking like one of the best DMs currently in the world on form, they're totally right.
Yeah, okay. We'll get
They're
that.
totally right. They're totally right. Bro, he is solid, and you can't deny it, man. It is what it is, and he
Comes
plays
from Cass. It's true, by the way. If this comes, from
I don't
Cass,
disagree, but I don't. Hold on, but I don't disagree. If we're talking this season only, yeah, and actually you could even go last game of last season when he helped them man lift the Europa League. He has. If someone said that, I'd say, come on, bro, 6, 7 games. We need a bigger sample size. But look, Arsenal fans should be happy. They've got they've got a damn sight better player than Caicedo or Lavia put together. Yeah.
Anyways, Yeah,
But
sorry.
Arsenal fans, see,
yeah.
it's Champions League. You haven't played nothing.
There's another
and
comparison.
and the conversation went to be on you. So see,
Yeah. By the way, there's 750 of you in here, but I'm only smelling 171 likes. The likes have been very low for the last month. I
Yeah,
can't
they
lie.
have.
Like you lot, come on, man. You lot were sick at this once upon a time. We were getting like 500, 600, 700 likes per stream. Now we're getting like 300, 400. It's not me being ungrateful. I think it's you, man. Really? Ungrateful for the content. No?
Do you man know about Conkers?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm
But
trying,
man.
bro. I'm trying.
Back to the-
Pogs. I bet some know about Pogs.
But back to before we talk on Newcastle and like how sustainable and really even going into form, before you do that and all the super chats, yeah. I just want to hear one team before we go into any descriptive methods of monologues. Who's a dark horse for you? Like honestly, who's a dark horse in the Champions League?
I was going to say PSG, but now I'm actually slowly thinking if we're meaning dark horse, which rules out Real, Bayern.
Yeah.
I was going to say PSG. I'm going to say Barcelona.
Interesting. You know what? It might have some legs for me as well. That might
What
have
do you mean,
It would be an interesting
Dark
story.
Horse is someone not from.
And
No,
no one predicting at the moment that Barcelona are going to step up and win the league, win the Champions League at the moment.
I'm still gonna say Inter Milan. I think Inter Milan are gonna be even better this season. I'll be honest.
We should look better than last year.
I think so. I think you look more.
Got a better
fluid
keeper now, isn't it?
Well, that keeper somehow, Daps, we gave him the bad keeper, and we had the soul of Onana in the new keeper.
Oh, they've got a better keeper now, isn't it? Their keeper's cooking. Their keeper's cooking, bro. I like a keeper they sold. Is
our goalkeeper.
A fan of sushi. He's not cooking.
Who would you say, Mons?
Not
would you say?
Liverpool.
Not Liverpool. I'd say Barcelona.
You say Barcelona as well, yeah?
Yeah, 100% Barcelona. Because
it's not bad,
when you look at their squad and you look at kind of like how disappointing their European run was last year, you wouldn't even really put them in too many conversations. Like every time we've spoken about UCL, you've kind of heard, all right, Bayern have now got Harry Kane. Real Madrid are going to go again because of their heritage. City obviously going to look to retain it. And that's kind of, and then you kind of go down to maybe PSG and start talking about maybe could Mbappe bring them there, Colin Moani, whatever. But no one really spoke about Barcelona. No one's really spoken about Barcelona. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Cancelo put in a masterclass. Gundogan's bringing all that experience over there.
Felix is definitely clicking. Felix is clicking with them with Lewandowski at this moment
already.
of time.
Like Felix is
on fire.
Yeah,
anyone who's left Chelsea or anything that's repelled from Chelsea, even Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Who did they play tonight? Who did they play tonight?
Antwerp.
They played a League One team.
Right. So here's the thing with Barca, and I think me and Kaz touched on this earlier. Yeah, it's what's it called? Antwerp is no, it's Anderlecht. That is
what is Antwerp from? Is it Turkish?
It's Belgium.
Belgium. I'm pretty certain it's Belgium.
I have no idea.
But no, here's the thing with Barca.
Wallahi, I have no idea. I'm not bantering. Wallahi, I have no idea.
Here's the thing with Barca. Straight away, you just said Cancelo's cooking. Right. Firstly, bro, when Cancelo was at his best at Manchester City, it was always between August and about February, right? Every season, when it got to that back end of the season, my man dropped off. That's why we always remember Zinchenko in the knockout stages of the Champions League, not Cancelo, because by that point, Zinchenko had come in. I don't know what it is, but he seems to drop off back end of the season. Secondly, we also know Cancelo defensively is not very good, right? And I've always said this, anyone that thinks, oh, now he's left City. No, I've always said it. Going forward, he's one of them players you could almost build a team around. He's sensational, but defensively, he's not very good. Then you look at someone tell me who else they've got in defence, please, because straight away I'm going to throw Eric Garcia in there. Sorry, no, he's not there.
He's not playing. He doesn't play.
Right, okay, so who are their defenders, please? Tell me.
Conde and
right, Kunde, who's dropped off since he's moved to Barca.
And Christiansen,
yeah, he's all right. Are we talking this is a Champions League winning defense?
No, of course
that's what I'm saying, and that's the only thing that I think with them has made me rethink about whether I even want them to be my dark horse, to be frank.
People get carried away. The freaking one against Royal
Antwerp.
Yeah,
you're looking at the screen like you can't. Royal Antwerp.
Antwerp.
Yeah,
is that okay? Anyway, so to be honest, it's too. I think. Listen. Rafinha isn't all of that. Like, he's good and everything. Felix, good and everything. What
This
has
is an
Felix
interesting one for Felix.
What
though.
has Felix done in his magnificent career?
But now he's at a club that he might actually cook at.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Imagine he emulates that what he was doing at Atletico 3 seasons ago. He's fine, but now he's in an attacking lineup that suits him, and the way he's pretty much got a free role. You know what the maddest thing is? Pedri hasn't even landed back in this side yet because he's not fully fit. This is the scary part. The Balde's 1 year on, Balde and Arujo, however you say his name.
Yeah.
They're much. They look
I thought you were
much
talking
better.
about me then when you said Baldy.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
That's 10
Barcelona aren't for me.
Concrete.
I actually think they're gonna come second in this group. To be honest,
Who's in that group?
Porto.
Nah, fuck that. Barcelona for me, man. Yeah. You know what? Porto are very good in group stages.
Very good side.
I can see City getting Barca in the knockout stages as well, by the way. I've just got an inkling that's going to happen.
Anyway, you can tell I don't like Barcelona, so you can tell that, right? Like,
You want to do stupid?
Is that for the good of football again, Mo? Is that what it is?
No, I just don't like Barcelona.
Okay.
That's how you don't like Liverpool. Sorry, and Chelsea. Sorry.
I don't mind Liverpool. By the way, if you win all your group games and top the group, would that promote you to the Champions League?
Yes, it does actually. There's a new rule that I've implied that I've seen.
I thought that was a real one. I'm thinking I ain't heard that one yet. But Mon supported, yeah. I'm like, it was until I heard you say the Ive, and then I'm like, all right, for me.
Was that convincing?
No, but
it was convincing, no?
Until I heard
it was. Think about it. I can see Daps' eyes. He's actually thinking about it. The third of the Champions League goes to Europa League. Does that mean? Anyway, I'm not a big fan of Barcelona. I'm not a big fan.
Who are you a big fan of? Newcastle. Let's move on.
I'm gonna tell you who I like. Do you want honestly who I like in Europe? To be honest, like
anyone that hasn't spent that much money.
I was a fan of Chelsea because I like Drogba. I like Makaleli. I like
now
a lot.
Oh, that was a while ago, bro.
Now. Of course, Liverpool because of Mo Salah. I want Mo Salah always to do good, always to score goals, always. Like it's just it's Mo Salah. I'm Egyptian. He's the only real Egyptian player in the Premier League. He's our best player ever in Egypt. So of course, we don't get a lot of these guys.
But they're not in the Champions League. So sorry, Monks.
I don't think he's not in the Champions League.
You've just given me another opportunity to say it. So. I will say.
Of course, I don't want anybody to do well in the Champions League. I want Inter to win the Champions League. I want City to get knocked out in the first round. I want Real Madrid to get knocked out. Of course.
Like that, yeah.
The thing is, we always talk about elements of winners and stuff like this, etc., etc. Barcelona had Lewandowski for 1 year. Ferran Torres, what is it, 2 year and a half, 2 years? Like they have had a lot of gelling time, and now you're adding a Gundo and a Cancelo and into that team.
Romeo. Sorry, I had to add that one in there.
Romero's underrated. You know what Romero reminds me? You remember Nzonzi? Yeah, it's like that Nzonzi kind of signing. Like it's like you thought he was all going to be crap for my man. Was it Villarreal? Whoever Sevilla was it or something like that? Yeah, and then you put him in another team. All of a sudden, in a decent team. Oh my word, this guy is.
Romeo, you're talking about Southampton, Romeo?
Yeah. Nzonzi was getting looked at him, bro.
It's not that bad, I think. Yeah.
He was actually getting looked at.
Yeah. Romeo's kind of reliable. Like,
but we can't talk about players being at Southampton because their man wanted to break the transfer record to get a Southampton player. So Southampton players doesn't automatically mean they're bad, does it, Mons?
I don't even like you.
I mean, Chelsea fans could have caught that one as well. To be fair, so well.
Let's talk a little bit about Newcastle.
Yeah,
I said. Remember me? Remember when I said yesterday? Both teams are actually bad.
Two super chats, by the way.
But
two
super chats.
How quick he went to deal with them.
Highbury Ultra, London, Pool always hate Arsenal for some reason. London, are you from London?
I don't even hate Arsenal, bro. I'm allowed to criticize or I'm allowed to make a point about you lot saying I hate you, man. You lot aren't the center of everything. Jesus Christ. I won a major in 20-something years. Please. God. Sorry, guys, carry on.
I love this rivalry.
Stu and Trev is saying decent drop for us. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'd have took that before.
I think you're right. No, they're saying I'd have took that before.
I have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
need to learn the lingo.
Don't know how they. I don't know. I've never heard that lingo before. Maybe it's Geordie. But it is a good. Ultimately, a point away. San Siro, first Champions League game in I don't know how long. It's a good result, but I think. Do you know what, Mo? You're better to talk on it because I'm going to say it's a good result against AC Milan. You're probably
a very good result. They got away with
it. Result, right?
Yeah, of course.
Especially the amount of shots that.
Bro, they had 10 shots on target, bro. Like Nick Pope is the man of the match.
Yeah.
Like AC Milan had like Rafael Leao trying to backheel the goal, Mr. Giroud trying to do overhead kicks inside. Like, what is this? To be honest, Newcastle.
It's a great result.
It's a great result because their forward line. Oh my God, Gordon, Isaac
looks shit, bro.
And Anthony Gordon. Oh my God, this guy thinks he's playing in the Premier League, trying to dribble sideways. He just came and nick it from him. Tonali I thought he had a stinker, to be honest. Bruno Guimaraes was not bad at all.
He was busy. But
to be honest, him and Loftus-Cheek had a really good physical. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the game. Yeah.
See, the physical battle between Loftus-Cheek and Guimaraes was very good. Actually, I enjoyed that. Botman was good. Dan Burn actually wasn't bad at all. He locked Shakwezi a little bit. He forced him just to process.
Until Musa came on and started doing up him and
he's decent. He's
from Valencia, young boy.
Did you see the slow motion step overs?
No, but when he was given, who did he shoot?
Well, he's one of them Zidane ones doing that.
It was like slow motion step overs, bro.
Yeah, bro, but it's not slow motion because he knows exactly when to move faster.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You could tell. Them ones are dangerous.
Mo, you play centre mid, bro. You know them slower step overs are dangerous, bro.
Anderson got goals and went to get bread, and I was like, "What is this?"
Anderson nearly fell over, man. He nearly fell over, man.
What is this guy going? But to be honest, it shows you a lot about nervous. I think to be objective, he's all right. To be objective,
I like Rangers, man.
Newcastle got like the San Siro, the amount of fans, the occasion. Some players look Trippier looked very nervous against Leao and Theo Hernandez going forward. He looked very nervous.
Leao's decision making stresses me out though, man.
Tell you what about Leao. Leao is phases player. Like 10-15 minutes, lights it up. 10-15 minutes. His body language like Martial, standing aside, thinking about something else, thinking about his girl. Where's he gonna go tonight? Stuff like that.
Wait, hold on a minute. Sorry, did Lazio's keeper score?
Yeah.
In the 95th minute, yes.
Excuse me? The goalkeeper. What?
No, it's a bad boy goal as well. It's a bad boy goal. It's an amazing header.
Wait, on an Allison team?
No. Yeah, something similar. It's an amazing header.
That was funny, bro.
It was good.
But the run from the goalkeeper,
is class.
It's cold. Like the goalkeeper knows the minute the player's got the ball, he knows where he's going to put it. And the goalkeeper is, out of all of the players, it's a goalkeeper that makes the run into the box. It's a very good header. Very, very good header.
What's his? Wait, so
type in Lazio. That's your goalkeeper.
Center goals. Just go on center goals.
I still stand by my thing. Newcastle, the way they look today, if they don't fix up and get calm and be composed on the pitch, they're going to finish last in this group. They're not even going to go to the Europa League.
Last.
You know what? I looked at, when you think about, I didn't get to watch all of whatever it was, only parts, and then the highlights of Dortmund PSG. They need to get 2 wins. They need 100%.
Oh shit! I forgot the group they've got.
They need to beat Milan at home, which they can probably do, and they need to beat Dortmund at home, which is going to be a difficult task. See that?
I forgot the group they've had. I forgot the group they've got.
PSG, Dortmund, PSG, and AC Milan.
Yeah, that's mad. We should have helped them out and swapped a team with them just for vibes.
The thing is with Newcastle, that's a good result to take back, but do you really take any positive? Can anyone actually sit here and say I could take any positives from that game? Because there's no
point, bro. They've gone on their first game in the Champions League. Yeah, they've gone to the San Siro and they've kept clean sheet against AC Milan. I think there probably was a perfect time to play them because I think AC Milan are probably a little bit butthurt already from the weekend and thinking we don't want to concede too many goals, so we're going to play a bit more pragmatic than maybe we normally would. But look, we know that for Newcastle, it's is it next week or the week after? I don't know because of the World Cup. Are we play? Is it every other week or are we to every week with the Champions
every
League?
other
Now?
week.
It's every other, right? So it's back to that. So in 2 weeks' time, they're going to play at St James's Park. That's where, to be fair, I feel Champions League for them starts, and to go into that with a point away from home, knowing they've already gone to the San Siro and got a point. They can't be mad at that. They can't be mad. Look, bro,
I think they could have done more than that today. I thought with this, you know what it is? I just think they're just off. Their front line's just off form, innit? Like Isaac is off form. Gordon is on that off form.
From they played us.
Milan
from
is
they
bad.
played us.
People,
but
bro, bad, bro.
But Milan might be bad, but they've played in the Champions League before. Like, this is a thing. This is new to Newcastle, right? They're playing. I can't come on here, and this is why I've been saying about, like, with Arsenal being confident they can go really, really far in the Champions League. It's different, bro. Like, we've been hurt we took seasons of being hurt in the Champions League, and it's very, very different. It's very, very different. The way every team plays is different. Going to away games it's more hostile than any away game in the Premier League. It is, right?
They're gonna have back-to-back games at St James Park now. They're gonna have PSG and Dortmund back-to-back. They need to get a win.
It's a hard group, innit? It's a hard group, yeah. At the moment, they're not informed from the Premier League. So to go to the San Siro and get a point, if I'm a Newcastle fan tonight, I'm if it's raining again, I'm sliding down another one of them hills on my belly again, like they were last night.
The concrete.
Mad. them Jordans are nuts, I swear down.
They're madmen, I can't lie, man.
But I hope, by the way, I hope that all the Geordies out there get home safe, because I know there's been a few mad things over there. So I hope all the Geordies out there get home safe still.
Yeah, and I hope
Ahmed Salah, of course, gifted 5 memberships. He keeps supporting the channel.
Thank you, sir.
Support is always appreciated, people. This is how we keep the channel going, of course. Your likes, your memberships, your super chats, everything that keeps the channel going, that keeps you this content coming daily your way, twice a day. Ahmed, thank you so much for your super chat. Catch 22 is just super chat without saying anything. Thank you so much for that. One of our members, of course. And Toon Triv is saying, I think we'll play better at home. We'll see.
Who they got next? No. In the league. Who have they got?
They got Sheffield United away.
And then is next week Carabao Cup? If so, it's City or City. So look, they for me at the moment, Newcastle, taking my City hat off and not thinking, they need to get some momentum going, like in the Premier League as well. Because I wouldn't even say really at the weekend there 2-0 win was much of a momentum builder, because it was
1-0.
Was it 1-0?
Yeah.
Didn't they get 2? I thought for some reason I was convinced they got 2 penalties. Maybe they didn't get a second.
Dodgy.
Yeah, I still can't believe the keeper scored.
But look, it's 3 points again. But I don't think that would have. But they need to get cooking in it. They need to get cooking.
I think their season starts against Man City in the cup. They beat Man City in the cup. The momentum, the momentum comes back.
There's something's missing from Newcastle. I can tell and I can see it in it. Like, there's little sparks in there where, for me, like Anthony Gordon, for me, he's one of the positive sparks. I think as good as Harvey Barnes is, and I think Harvey Barnes is actually better than Gordon. Gordon's he's in that mode right now where you can't be. I don't think he's droppable right now for Newcastle, in it. But Isak's really, like what Kaz said, Isak's really quieting down. I don't know what's going on with Isak. I think maybe Callum Wilson probably needs to start to maybe put a rocket up his ass, pause. But I don't know, man. I think if you look at the amount of injuries and the amount of players went down, and they're probably not mad injuries, but the way that game took a lot out of Newcastle just to go and draw nil.
Oh, innit? They were knackered.
They were knackered, bro. You see Tonali, bro. These men are all hobbling off on that. No, bro, it's long for them, innit? So I'll be real. Newcastle need to exit this Champions League ASAP, just for a chance of playing it next year. Exit. They need to exit as fast as they can. So they.
You know what though? This is I think this is down to Eddie Howe as well, bro. Like, I can't lie. This is where you got to road. This is what I talk about, squad, innit? And just squad depth alone, like it and anything like that, right? Bar the injuries, be a little bit more brave. And I'm not in this game. I think it'd be stupid to play Lewis Hall in this game. But next game against Sheffield, I'll be playing Lewis Hall. I'll be trying to play Livramento. Like, you got to get brave and have these fullbacks supporting the wingers a lot more because they're getting isolated, you know? So that's where I look at it. They're very poor on the ball. I really like Elliot. I think Elliot deserves, and Elliot Anderson, he deserved, bro. That guy was holding his own, you know? Like, other than Musa twisting up, he was holding his own. I really like that. I think I really like him. Joe Linton needs to come back into the side, I think. Just that little bit of, I think they just need to get back to basics, you know? So,
if you look at them last season, right? I remember, who is it again? Almiron, right? And I'll use Almiron as an example. Last season, Almiron was cooking at certain points in the season, yeah. And I remember having conversations about, is Almiron really this good? Yeah. Or is he just a player in form player playing out of his skin, right? And we could probably revisit that question now. Is Almiron really that good? Or was he a confidence? Like, if we look at Leicester's title winning team,
Purple patch.
Some of those players really that good, yeah? Or were they riding the wave of when you keep winning and you're on a journey, you just keep going? And once those players drop off, all of a sudden, when you need those players to step up, but they can't really step up because the wave is not there anymore to step up. And then all of a sudden it's on the quality. And if you're looking at Newcastle, but do Newcastle have enough quality in depth to really be going to finish in the top 4 or 5 this season and go on a run in the Champions League? I don't think they're not there yet. They're ahead. They're doing so well. They're ahead of the curve, but they're just not there yet. Like, they haven't got quality throughout the team.
Months
message for you. This guy's taking a long time to read it.
So, Grizz compared Dominic to Gerrard.
Oh my god, you just got that.
Oh, no, he did. No, he did. He did.
As in. But how? What's the context, though, bro? Let me know the context.
He said that he looks like he could be. Where's he from?
Hungary.
He said he looks like he could be the Hungarian Gerrard. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, that's mad.
But to be fair, you could say that because the Hungarian equivalent. If I said like the English pizza, it's not as good as an Italian pizza. So
when I say comparisons to Gerrard, bro, like as in you can't, bro. It's been 6 games and he looks good. We can't be saying this guy's Gerrard, innit? Like, it's just as simple as that.
He hasn't fell over yet, has he?
Shut up, Daps.
Slip on slide. Sorry.
So again, like, wait, Gunali, you was talking shit on Deckers before he signed. Get out of here, man. Just get out of here. Anyway, man. Before I put your hoodie back on and Arsenal lose the game again, man. Allow me with that one. Anywho. This is if you're directly comparing Szoboszlai to Gerrard, then that's a mad thing. If you're saying he can get there and the form, as again, form is the word. Form is the key word. Like with Declan Rice, form. If you're not talking form and you're talking this guy is as good as this, you're crazy. You're insane.
But that's the world we live in now, bro.
I think, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think it's in Newcastle's best interest to exit the Champions League and get last anyways. In their best interest and go again next year. Focus on the league, focus on the cup maybe, and then go again. And then get the squad that they need to go again.
Good of God.
I think it's a good experience. Yeah, it is a big drop-off.
And then... Oh, no, go on.
Pause. Is Doku going to make it hard? Pause for JG in big games.
Jack Grealish.
Oh.
Listen, Jack Grealish just needs to... we know that the manager has faith in him, yeah? We know that this is a long season for City. To be fair, Doku looked cold on the right. He's looked good on the left, yeah? I would rather win. Bernardo Silva looks like he came off with an injury, so there's another option not there. So potentially... It could be next game, could be Grealish on the left and Doku on the right and play Foden back in a different role. But look, from all I'm hearing, Grealish needs to knuckle down, innit? It's as simple as that. Like, as fans, we're backing Grealish 100%, but we're backing most of our players 100%. But I'm not going to lie, I like watching Doku. Like, as a fan, going to games, I like what Doku is showing on the pitch. It's a bit of excitement. So, but there's room enough for both. People will start doing these comparisons. There's room enough for both. So,
Yeah, the Newcastle played too open. Skull was saying, I agree. But yeah, man, I think before
5 minutes, quick chat on your team.
Oh, tomorrow. Mohammed says, I've seen some compare Sabozo to KDB, the GOAT Prem midfielder. Not about the GOAT, but yeah.
I have seen those comparisons as well, but you know what? Let them digest. And
no. It's fine to compare to the benchmark, you man. No.
KDB's back in January, and let's see what's cooking when he comes back at the age of 32 or 30, however old he is, and let's see what he does. So
we will compare to the benchmark. That's what we're allowed to do.
I would talk about Man United, but I feel like I want to save that for tomorrow.
Okay, if you want to save it.
For the
Champions League is back for Manchester United and Arsenal.
By the way, if someone like Ryan Christie starts performing really well for Bournemouth game in, game out, and gets links to a big team, I want Gundogan comparisons after the next 6 games. I want Gundogan.
We will.
I want Gundogan comparisons. I want Gundogan and KDB comparisons. Thank you.
Toon says, we overachieved. Some of our squad is still championship at best. Prob's right. We shouldn't be in the Champions League because of basically Chelsea, Liverpool, and Spurs being poor.
I disagree with that. I think you're downplaying yourselves. But I do hear what he's saying. He's saying overall that they were probably expecting to get in the Champions League in maybe this season, right? By this season, they probably expected to have a few more squad players that would then be ready for the Champions League. So
did we skip anybody's super chat?
No.
While you look for it, we can talk about Conkers.
No, Skull X. We actually had your super chat. Newcastle played too open. We literally spoke about it, and we said that you
went over it a bit quick, but hold tight, Skull X.
Oh, thank you.
I think everyone agreed because you all agreed with him. It went very quickly, but we agreed with you. You super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, but we agreed with you completely. So thank you.
If you stay on here as well, all of you, no joke, all of you on here, just stay on here on the line because it will bring you to Monster's channel, and whatever Monster might talk about Man United, and that's when I will talk about it. And guess what?
Wait, why would I talk about Man United?
Anyways, I said you might. I'm just saying it'll be a little bit different, but guess what? If you don't want an early prediction from me, go over to Monster's channel.
Conquer Wars soon come.
I'm gonna be shameless as shit. I'll be shameless as shit. How about that? You lot can hold that one.
I ain't got them injuries though. So
I don't know. Yeah, but we got those injuries though.
You got like 12 man out, man.
I'm just lucky Gnabry's going to be playing on the left and not Coleman, because Delone needs to keep up with Gnabry's pace. Kimmich and Coleman being injured is a massive boost, because I swear down, watching Goretzka is the same as watching McTominay, bro. But anyways, yeah, man, we're going to end it there. Make sure you go over to the Monsters channel. If you stay on here, it will say play next. If you go play next, we'll go on Monsters channel. So do me a favor. There's 700 of you in here. That means 700 you can go over there for the new panel. So
keep a lookout for your conkers on the floors, people.